away, squad. You won't believe what he's doing right now. No way. Oh my gosh, no way.
Can you get your mga...
Oh my... Sir over here is sponsoring a chameleon, complete with setup.
Of course.
Oh my gosh, I did not expect to go home with an animal today, but I can't resist. Oh my goodness, are you sure?
I'm positive, Mikey. It's an honor for me.
Eugene is giving this to us. Shoutouts to Eugene in the comments. Oh my god, look at this! Decking it all out, complete setup. Vines, fake plants, you guys are even decorating it. Oh, with the substrate. Oh my, oh, awesome. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is expensive. Oh my god, I did not expect this, guys. Oh my god. Oh no, the chameleon! You know how many years I've been dreaming of having a chameleon here in the Philippines? But they've never been available. Oh my gosh. Okay, which one now? Okay, guys. So basically, I want a male. Why? I mean, both male and female are very colorful. They change their skin. They're both very rewarding. But me personally, I prefer the male's coloration. It's hard to sex them at this age because they're so young. But based on what I see, I believe that one is a male. And I think this might be a male too. But I just saw this one eat. So I'm thinking that one is a good candidate. OMG guys, amazing. Now for those of you who are like, they need a friend, you should buy two. No, chameleons actually are solitary and they're better off housed like singly. And I don't intend on breeding. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're about to take home this. OMG guys, so generous. Eugene is like full setup. All the gear, all the lighting, this should last it quite a bit. But OMG, wow. Eugene, thank you. Okay,
sure,
can you explain what all of this is, this whole setup?
Okay, so basically what we're doing here, we're using the Zoomed naturalistic terrarium for Mikey's the chameleon. So what we have right here is, this is Reptilab.
Yes, I love that stuff.
The nice thing with Reptilab is that you can actually reuse it. So if it's dirty, you just have to wash it, dry it, and it can be reused.
Awesome. Chameleon poo doesn't really smell from what I remember.
No, especially when they're this small, they really do not.
Yeah, okay.
It does not impact. So what we have here also the vines.
Wow.
And, we use of course artificial plants.
Oh, love it.
If you use the live plants, they will eventually then die.
Yeah, destroy it.
Just to keep the look also.
Oh, awesome.
And chameleons need this type of thing because as you see, they're green.
Yeah.
So they feel more at home basically with this type of setup.
And I love the backdrop. It's so cool.
So this is from Zoomed. Now, Mikey, this terrarium may last you maybe for about 4 or 5 months.
Yes.
So we do hope you come back and
Yeah.
have a bigger one ready for you.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes. So as you can also see, it is higher than it is broad. So this is what we call the arboreal setup.
Yes, right.
Arboreal meaning it replicates like the height of trees or stuff. So unlike the other terrariums that we have, they're more broad. This one is more high. So this is actually what they need. And again, this will last you for about maybe 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, then I have to
then you just have to
transfer.
come back to us.
Oh, okay.
We'll provide you with a bigger one then.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh my
Sure.
goodness. Where am I going to put this? This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Okay, I'm curious because I came here maybe a few weeks ago and you guys were just opening, but when did you officially open?
Well, we officially opened on January 17, the soft opening actually. We have not yet announced the grand opening because we are waiting for our expansion, our second store.
You're having a second store here in Cartimar?
That's right, that's right.
Amazing, guys. For all of you reptile amphibian people, check out this new flagship store of Zoomed.
Basically, yes, we're the flagship store of Zoomed. Located here in Cartimar in 820. The stall is called 820.
Unbelievable. And like, look at some of the products they have here, guys. Like stuff I never thought they would sell here in the Philippines that normally you would have to order on Amazon or something. They have it all here. All like, see that? You got subs here, supplements, everything. Look, you've even got snake hooks. See? All sorts of stuff. And you're just gonna get even more stuff
Basically,
as time goes on. Amazing. Look at these cute little tortoise things. Awesome. Oh, I'm speechless. Shedding aid, if you have snakes that have problems with shedding. See, you got digital thermometers here. Arboreal food clip. OMG, this is just wow. Wow. And this crazy Burmese python. This is yours, no?
Yes.
Amazing. What was your name again?
Amor.
Amor. This is Amor snake. You see, bonding. Love that. I wonder what RJ and Ate Ellsie are gonna say.
Which chameleon should it be here? We got, I think, a total of 6 left.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I had my eye on, where did it go? I think it was this one. This one.
Here.
Yeah, I saw it eat kanina.
Get out like this chameleon.
I can't breathe, guys. I can't breathe. I think it's that one. He was a different color earlier, so it's hard to...
Yeah.
But look at him, he's so okay with handling.
I'm pretty sure this is a male.
And guy, me too, right? He does feel like a male. The great thing about all the reptiles here, Mabuhay Squad, is they're all legal. They all have papers, so I will have papers for this one.
That's right.
Yay! Which, by the way, in case you don't know, is usually hard to get here in Philippines. Like papers for these exotic reptiles, because, I mean, technically they can escape in this country and become invasive. So, you know, the government really regulates reptiles here in this country. But thankfully, I'll have the papers for this. Ligaya, you're gonna have a little lizard brother. Or sister. We don't know yet for sure. Oh my gosh, the lamp, thank you.
Put a little friend in there as well.
A friend? Oh, a little tortoise. Thank you.
Sure.
Adorable. Oh. Halogen heat lamp. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is just all wow. You have wow. Okay, I gotta take a picture with Amor. But I gotta keep the snake away from the guy. Alright, thank you. OMG, Eugene's even giving us feeder mealworms. Thank you. And oh my gosh, the food, everything.
Right.
Thanks. I'm just really blown away by this. Mabuhay Squad, our menagerie is growing now. Thank you so much, Eugene. Can't thank you enough.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, and guys, if you're in the Manila area and you're looking to get into reptiles, Eugene over here is like truly the best at giving all the info. They have all the best specimens here, totally legal, everything you need here in Cartimar. Yes, thank you.
Thank you too, Mikey.
Okay, just got home. I can't wait to see the reaction of RJ when he sees this. I gotta set it up nice. Alright, Jay, come look at this. Okay, so I walked into this new reptile store. They gave this to me for free. Can you guess what else we got for free?
Turtle.
I'll show you. Come look. What do you think?
Cute. That's a surprise.
That's not a real turtle. That's a fake turtle. It came with a setup.
Okay.
But I want you to see what they did give. Wait, just wait here. Don't look. It's probably terrified right now.
Also a real creature.
A real creature. Yes. Slowly. It's probably really stressed right now.
Is it a
Any guesses? Based on the setup?
oh, snake? A bearded dragon?
Close.
I no longer get surprised when Mikey does this because, you know, you always have all these kind of creatures.
What have I always wanted for the longest time?
Bearded dragon.
No, but we could never find it in Manila. Like legally. A veiled chameleon. A baby. This will grow quite large. Maybe about a foot long. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Trust me, these are the most amazing lizards ever. That's it! Just cute!
Yeah, that's cute.
Like, more than just cute, they're fascinating. It's Ligaya's new baby brother. Okay, listen. I know you're stressed right now, but promise, we're gonna give you the best life ever. Guys, look at it up close. Isn't that fantastic? Look at it looking around, guys. This is a veiled chameleon. You see? Its eyes move independently of each other, like, and it's diurnal, so it's active during the day and sleeps at night. And you guys, wait till you see this thing feeding. You should see it. It's crazy. Let's see if we could feed it now. Okay, watch this. Here's a little roach. Let's see if it'll eat. Will you eat or are you stressed? It's scared. See, look how quickly it changes color too. Go on.
Probably smell.
They hunt by vision and they have the longest tongues ever. And what's great is they eat both insects and veggies. They're omnivorous. Okay, no, it's not eating right now. But quite tame, these lizards. Look, see how they kind of wave? They move forward and backwards. That's like in the wild, it helps them blend because they move with the wind and predators can't see them. Aren't they cute? Here, you want a cockroach?
I would be more happier if it was a dog.
RJ, don't give me ideas. I wanted to take home a dog today. Oh my gosh, and look, you're gonna have your own new, like, tank set up. You see? I'm letting it walk on the pillows while we're putting the setup up. Look at how quickly it changes color. Hey, it's matching your shirt. Maybe it's trying to do the ant pattern maybe of your shirt. They are such lizards of personality. Okay, look, now it's changing again. I love chameleons. They are such unique lizards. Probably one of my favorite lizards ever. And veiled chameleons are the easiest species. There are panther chameleons as well, which are extremely hard to keep. But this is a hardy species. And I'm hoping you're a boy. For me, the males look sort of cooler. And the colors, you guys wait. Okay guys, the lizard is now running. This is how it runs. Isn't it funny? It just sways back and forth. Okay, let's see if it'll eat this cockroach. Go, eat the cockroach. Come on. Don't be afraid. Guys, watch what happens. Its tongue is really incredible. Here, see? Go eat it. I think it's just trying to get away from RJ. RJ keeps looking at you. Okay, it's not interested in that roach. But I did see it eat earlier today, which is good. It's got a healthy appetite. All the way to the top. Spectacular creatures, seriously. Now it's changing the same color as my wall. See those hands? They're so unique. They're like 4 fingers like that oppose each other, and they're good at gripping. And that tail is prehensile. It can wrap around branches, so it's like they've got 5 appendages that help them climb. RJ, it keeps looking at you. Just fascinating. RJ, what should we name it?
I don't know yet.
Mabuhay Squad, what should we name that lizard? We don't know for sure if it's male or female. I mean, it's probably best for us to wait so we could see its personality first before naming it. But my guess, based on my experience with veiled chameleons, it does look like a male. Males grow larger than females, they have higher crests, and personally I feel like the patterns and colors are just more striking. But I've also had beautifully colored females as well. So whether it's a male or a female, doesn't matter, still good. Leave in the comment section what we should name this veiled chameleon. Don't be afraid, little guy or girl. And it's good that we're letting it get used to humans like at this early age. You're beautiful. I never dreamed that we would own a chameleon again anytime soon. Okay, I'll let it continue climbing up the curtain while I set up its tank somewhere. Where, I don't know yet. Okay. I just came to my balcony because I was considering putting it like on top of my green tree python setup. Then I just saw this. Recently we moved my cockroach bin down to the balcony out here because we put a lot of the fruits that the guy doesn't eat in here, and it attracted a lot of fruit flies into the ant room, like more than I needed. So we've moved this down here already earlier today, which I completely forgot, which means totally got a free place here. Okay, this is perfect. Wow, talk about serendipity. And we had just moved it today too. Wow, like the stars have aligned. Now, I would love to put it in the Hacienda del Dorado, which I can't show you yet right now because then that would be spoiling the upcoming ANTSCANADA video. It can go in here, and because of my recent project in there as of late, it probably makes it even more suitable, but for now, I'm not going to put it in there just yet. First, I just kind of want to monitor the chameleon just for general health, just so it's acclimated, because these lizards can stress and sometimes they go off feed if they're too stressed, but this chameleon doesn't look like it's stressing. The colors don't look like it's stressing. So we'll see. I'll have to mull over it first. I want to be confident that this lizard is in good health and in good psychological alignment before I decide, you know, to put it in the Hacienda del Dorado. And plus, Eugene has been like so kind enough to give that setup already. We'll see. And I personally love the setup he's given. So, okay, Here, chameleon, let's go. You've reached the pinnacle of your climb. Come on, don't be afraid. I'm your friend. It's still a little nervous. You don't have to be nervous. Oh, okay. So now it's adopting a sort of mottled coloration, which means it's starting to get stressed and nervous. Okay, come on. But not like crazy stressed. All right, there we go. If you want, you can come on my shoulder. Don't worry, you'll eventually learn that I'm a friend. I also want you to know, Mr. Chameleon, that this bird is your friend as well, all right? Okay, time to move your setup upstairs. Another thing that Eugene pointed out, which is very true, is these lizards are arboreal, meaning they climb trees. They live up in the trees. And so an enclosure with height is greatly appreciated by these guys. Time to move into your new home. Come on, don't be afraid. Spectacular creatures. Oh, it already wants to go in. It already knows. Yep, okay, don't worry. Time to move in. Here we go. There we go. Yes, right. Already knew that this was home, guys. Look at it. Look at it climbing. I love that they've used tie wraps over here to secure the decor. I'm probably gonna hide that with some sphagnum moss, of course, which I have. It's great. What a setup. Wow, thank you, Zoomed. I love that there are companies like Zoomed that really give easy to use solutions for reptile owners. You know what I mean? I'm actually gonna keep this here. #1 reptile products worldwide. I've been a user of Zoomed products for Lord knows how long. For instance, the lamps I use for my ants are all Zoomed. See, this is all Zoomed products. I know I have stuff in here somewhere. I knew I would need it one day. Ah, here we go. Repticalcium. Of course, you need to supplement reptiles' food with Reptical so that they don't get rickets, which is a calcium deficiency. The wavelengths in the light that these lizards need must have UVB and UVA, so that just like birds and just like us, they can absorb calcium, right? They're actually keeping reptiles is a little technical. I'm no stranger to keeping reptiles. I've been keeping reptiles actually longer than I've been keeping ants. I've got all sorts of heat lamps and all that, but the one he gave me is like the latest one. Eugene, you're amazing. Seriously. OMG, I love the nano dome light fixture. Guys, look at how small this is. I didn't know they had this product. Nano dome light fixture, it's called. Oh, wow. And the halogen lamp, halogen heat lamp. Amazing. For basking. Okay. Bright naturalistic heat lamp for nano-sized terrariums. All right. Amazing. This is all great. For daylight, heat, and basking. Okay, perfect. This helps keep their temperature warm. Now, in a setup like this, because it's an arboreal setup, you have a good temperature gradient. First of all, you don't want it to be right in the middle. You want to put the heat lamp somewhere like on one side, so that at least it gives the setup a hot area and a cooler area. With reptiles, you want to give them temperature gradient so that they can do what's called thermal regulation. When they're cold, they move to the heat. When they're hot, they move to the cold side. So that's what I'm gonna do. OMG, you know what I just realized? Now, when I go on these walks with Ligaya, I can bring the lizard so it can soak up some natural light. Ligaya needs to get used to the lizard first. Oh my gosh, cool! Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful! The boy's gonna look at it. It's gorgeous, really gorgeous. Oh my. And the lizard's back there, see it? It's exploring. All right, little guy, this is where I leave you alone for a bit. Get accustomed to your new surroundings. I love this little baby tortoise friend it has. Alright guys, so first things first, you need to humidify the setup because right now this setup is completely dry. There's the chameleon. You can open this door and do a light spray. This here of course is purified water. Don't worry, see? This is how the lizard will drink, by the way. It drinks the droplets off the decor. They generally will not drink from a bowl of still water, which is actually okay because no bacteria can grow and all of that. And also misting the area helps create really good humidity, which is not really a problem here in the Philippines, but you know, they like it moist. Oh look, it's drinking, it's gonna drink. There we go, isn't that cute? Ooh, you were thirsty. You thirsty. You thirsty. Here, let me give you a little bit more. This is purified water. You're, from now on, gonna only receive the best of everything. You understand, chameleon? Because you live with us now. You're in the Antiverse. It's loving this rain. Isn't this a great setup, guys? I'm also gonna mist the substrate so it can continue to slowly release humidity, like moisture. Now this, I'm no stranger also to this substrate. I've used it for bearded dragons in the past and other reptiles, snakes. It's really good at absorbing moisture. I mean, some people are like, oh, it can cause impaction, but I've never had problems with this substrate ever. You have a nice drink there? Welcome home. You've got thousands of Mabuhay Squad who love you already. And is it me or are you turning purple? It's like a lavender color now. I've never seen that before in a veil. Guys, I also actually just realized this backdrop, but it's actually the back label of the aquarium. I saw it getting wet and I'm like, hey, oh my gosh, this is actually paper and it's on the inside of the tank. So, I was thinking, you know, I want the best for this lizard. I'm gonna give this home an extra soupage, just to add a little bit of extra flair. And if you know me, you know that designing terrariums is one of my fortes. I'll be right back. OMG, Azula, you've got a brother right next door. Yes. Wait, did you eat that roach? Oh my gosh, it's still there? Is that roach still even alive? Seriously, are you guys best friends? Guys, I put this roach in there like 2 days ago, and it's still there. I bought some crickets recently at the pet market, so we're gonna feed her a cricket later. But okay, gotta soup this up. It's done. Mabuhay Squad, AC family. Behold, the new chameleon enclosure. Just kidding, it's not a cliffhanger. Look at it now, see the difference? Okay, first off, I replaced the backdrop with some naturalistic live rock wall, which I just happen to have lying around. Why? Because who knows, one day you might come home with a chameleon and you'll need to like naturally design its home. So I had to cut it to size perfectly to this terrarium. See, look at the mess it made. Terrible, right? And I guess I'll be using this natural rock for maybe a future setup. And then what I also did was, if you look carefully here, all the places where the joints had these tie wraps, you see, except for those at the top, wrapped some sphagnum moss around just to hide that white plastic. And I love using sphagnum moss in my setups. It's another scenic one-on for terrarium builders, having sphagnum moss lying around. It's great at absorbing water, so all of these moss balls will be great at retaining water. It also is beautiful naturalistic decor for any terrarium, I find. So I've wrapped it around there using some invisible wire. And I also, the edges here, I've really stuffed with sphagnum moss so that if you're looking at it from the side, you won't be seeing the foam on the side here. Yeah, so this tank actually is designed to look good from all angles. Like, let's say you come into the room, it looks nice this way and looks nice this way as well. And speaking of which, let's moisten some of these moss balls. There's the chameleon, there's a little guy. Yep, still purple, surprisingly. These lizards are not known to be purple. I mean, there are panther chameleons which can turn purple, but oh, and look, he's drinking from the sphagnum moss. Perfect. See that? This is a good sign. He's liking the design. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna moisten these moss balls so that they can expel the moisture slowly over time. Yes, yes, yes. You liking this? Drinking more from the decor, you see that? Go ahead, drink, drink, drink. Hydrate. Get all that useful H2O. Yes. Now I reshaped the vine as best I could to add more horizontal vines. Like a lot of the vines were kind of like up and down before, but now there's a lot more places it can, like, I guess, perch for lizards. You know what I mean? Like here, there's a space there, a space there, here as well. It can climb up here. See that? And at the back there. You want like as varied as possible, like, you know, the stick work, the vine work. And I just worked it a little more, and I basically pressed some of it back just to give the tank more dimension. Like, I guess it's hard to explain. The armchair design where, you know, less towards the front and more towards the back and sides. So I think this is set now. I personally would add a live plant in here. Only thing is, I don't know the behavior of this lizard, and if this lizard happens to have an affinity for veggies, you run into trouble. Like, the lizard will eat the plant and like destroy the plant, and also those claws destroy leaves easily. So Eugene was absolutely right to use fake plants here, and it like stays alive forever. You don't have to worry about wilting and all of that. The advantage of having live plants though in a reptile setup is plants release vapor when they transpire, like it's kind of a byproduct, I guess, and that keeps humidity levels up. So if you do have reptiles that don't eat plants, you can use live plants to help keep the ambient humidity up. But again, this is the Philippines. We're in the ant room. I've got like water features everywhere. This room is very humid anyways, and naturally, and very easily. In fact, what you want to worry about in this part of the world is the reptiles overheating, because Philippines can get pretty hot. We're not a desert here, we're a tropical country, so conditions are actually perfect. I know in Canada, you have to heat your tarantulas, you know what I mean? In the winter, you need to make sure humidity levels are high, because when heaters are on in the winter, the air gets really dry. And so reptiles kept in US and Canada often need the extra equipment, you know, to make the conditions right. But here in the Philippines, some people don't even put heat lamps for their reptiles. No need, because it really is just perfectly hot here. It's still going around and licking droplets off all the decorations. Love it. And you know, surprisingly, this setup will be fairly easy to clean. You know why? Because it's attached to the top there. Eugene attached this whole vine work to the top. It's not attached to the bottom or the sides at all. So I just need to lift this lid, which removes, and the whole thing can be like rinsed off. Yes. Oh, you are such a beautiful peach color right now. See that? A gorgeous peach color. Oh, you are just beautiful. I swear, guys, God really took his time when he created reptiles and these chameleons. Now these are old world lizards, meaning you find them in like the east. Madagascar is a famous chameleon hub in the world. You'll find them in Africa. So many species of chameleons. This here is a veiled chameleon, very popular in the pet trade. Now, if any of the information I'm saying in this vlog is wrong or outdated, I apologize, because the last time I owned these guys, I believe I was still a teenager. So, you know, the information probably has updated. But I'm guessing the basics are still the same. In Toronto, I actually housed my chameleons on a live plant on a tree that I grew in my room. And if you're asking how I managed to make the conditions in Toronto perfect for the chameleon, well, I turned my room into pretty much what this ant room is right now. I turned my room into a jungle. It drove my mom crazy. Like, I had plants and even a waterfall built in my bedroom. It's where I kept all my exotic animals, my tarantulas, scorpions, lizards, amphibians, kept it all in my bedroom, which was kept moist and like hot. And my chameleons were free roaming in the room. I had huge branches that I dragged from the forest, and I kind of like stuck them in the corner. And these lizards would wander my room. I love chameleons, guys. They're pretty, I think they're my favorite lizard, next to bearded dragons and monitors. I would love to have a tegu one day. He's loving this rain right now. He's having a lot to drink. All right, there you go. Now enjoy. One last thing, I've got some baby cockroaches dusted with the calcium powder that I'm just gonna put down here. I'm also gonna be asking at the Ellsie to chop up some veggies and some small fruits for it in the morning as well to put in the bowl, because they are omnivorous. All right. You know what, guys? Gotta give it up to my mom and my dad for letting me keep all sorts of creatures growing up. Seriously. Like, you guys don't even know the things I put my parents through. Turning the house into a zoo. Can you imagine? My poor Filipino parents. But they let me do it. And you know what? In all those years, I was able to acquire knowledge base on how to care for different animals and various creatures and insects. And look now, it's paying my bills. You know what I'm saying? And it's paid off. I am really grateful to had parents who allowed me to foster what I was passionate about. You know what I mean? And I think it also kept me busy growing up. You know, instead of like getting into trouble, I was at home playing with lizards and insects and ants. You know what I mean? So I'm really happy about that. All right, guys, it's nighttime. Look who's sleeping. Enjoy your first night home. Just precious, right? Now, in case you were wondering, this species of chameleon is originally from Yemen and Saudi Arabia. Alright guys, now as for our tarantula here, Azula, she never seems to eat for camera. I mean, she eats when I feed her usually, but every time I've tried to catch it on film, it has not worked. So hopefully she'll do it this time. The last time she befriended her food. Still there, untouched. But I'm gonna try feeding her this cricket. Here we go. I'm gonna feed her a cricket. And she should eat this one. Alright guys, let's do this. You ready? We're gonna feed her. Let's hope she eats this time. 1, 2, 3.